there's ever been a plant we've depended on more in the spiritual and the paranormal world, it would be sage. The properties of this amazing plant continue to help us, I think, every day with negative energies and other things that come along. So this is my fundraising project, kind of get me over this last little bit of the fall, and summer and fall. And I've decided to dig into my own personal stash of the best of the sage, Rocky Mountain White, raised right here at Ashmore Estates. So I will be selling bundles of this, hand put together by me, and I like to think that there's a little more to when I do it, because being of Sauk Fox Native American ancestry, I tend to put a little more spiritual emphasis, a little more prayer, paying attention to the traditions, and making you a product which will serve the purpose that it's intended. I'll go over a little bit how I do that today, and show you what you'll be getting, and exactly what I go through when I do my own. My traditions of my ancestors is very important to me, such as the main one, we have to make an offering to the Great Spirit, to Mother Earth, for the things she raises and the things she does. Right now I'd like to make an offering to Vic for a better lighter. This one's brand new. There we go. So I burn this offering of tobacco to the spirit of Mother Earth, and thank her for a bountiful harvest of this amazing plant that in many times helps us when in the field and dealing with evil things, and helps us to clear the places that we live, make them safer to live. Okay, let's get started here. I'll be making these up as long as my supply lasts here. Now, a lot of people I guess I should say there are a lot of opinions on when sage should be harvested and prepared for smudging, for burning. I prefer the seed stage, and you see these. I think not only does it burn a little better, it makes a little more smoke, and I think the smoke is a lot more aromatic and gives us more what we're looking for. So I'll start out with a bundle much like this, and unlike a lot of others too that seem to do this assembly line fashion, I prefer to leave a little bit of the stalk on so that you have something to hang on to. Makes it a lot easier for you to grasp and for you to burn, a little bit safer. Cut a little bit of the thick stuff off, get down there. But again, not so much down here, so you have a handhold. So start out like that. Now, many like to cut it, make it into uniform bundles. It's just not that important to me. I think it burns better if it's folded and bundled from there. I like to get them anywhere from, say, 10 inches to a foot. Try and get as many of them as close to a foot as I can. This one is just a little small. I just kind of grabbed it to start. I'm a little more careful when I'm making up yours. And I also use hemp fiber to bond. I think the hemp just is a much more earthy product. Some people use different types of threads. I think you're putting polyester, that sort of thing in there. Even some of the twines you just can't trust anymore. I think the hemp burns better as it goes, and it is, again, a medicinal and spiritual product in its own. So, another thing I like to do that many others don't do is I like to tie off a couple of times as I go up the bundle. As you're burning this down out there in the field, and the thread burns through as the stick gets smaller. What is going to stop it from, once you burn through that piece of thread, not just fall apart in your hand and get loose? We certainly don't want anything like that when you're dealing with something that's on fire, something that's burning, and sometimes something that's kind of difficult to put out. Oh. So I will tie them off a couple of times as I go up through. So I'll start buttoning them up tight, kind of in the traditional fashion, back and forth, and down, and again, tie off probably right here. Oh, those scissors are bad. Okay. Believe me, this is something that's not easy for me with my post-stroke fingers. It takes me a little time, so, but it's I do enjoy it. So that helps. So probably wrap it one more time. Like I said, this one's a little small. When you get, I try to make them to that 1 foot, and probably maybe a little thicker than this. This one I did earlier, it's pretty similar, and some of it actually has been burned off already. You can see how evenly it burns when it's like this. And I am selling those for $10 a piece, plus $2 shipping and handling. And those can be ordered on my website. Like I said, as long as I have stock here, I actually have new growth over there, which if you order after this stock has been used up, I will dry that, and I will get those to you as soon as possible, and I'll let you know that there's going to be a little bit of a delay. But again, this is Rocky Mountain White, grown here at Ashmore Estates, and Rocky Mountain White sage is considered, I think many consider it some of the best for what we do, again. And I know I do love the smell of it. It's amazing, and I think it works very well. Thank you for watching, and if you choose to participate, I certainly appreciate it. And I would say order as soon as possible to make sure that you get some before the stock is used up. And I will spend the next few days making those up. Thank you very much. Love y'all, and see you on Facebook.